Hi, good evening. This is Stephanie with My Love Notes, Love Lyrics in the Lord. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Depending on where you're living, up here in the Northeast, well, it started off at about 8 degrees this morning. By tonight it was 14, but I'm sure it's going back down again. The good news was that they said that the wind chill factor was a little bit higher today. So I'm not even sure what that was, but let's just say starting out at 8 in the morning at 8 degrees, it doesn't really matter. It's cold. So we're in this little hiatus now between Christmas and the holidays and New Year's. And maybe some of you have off, maybe some of you don't. I always just like to check my own personal barometer of how I'm feeling about things, and then I figure other people probably feel the same way, honestly, because we are all connected. So I got out of work tonight about 7:30, and it was really cold and it was really dark. And, you get into the car and it's freezing. And, you have that feeling for a moment like, oh God, you have like a little self-pity there for a second. And I said, oh no, let's not do this now. I said, you're fortunate to have work. You're fortunate to make an income. And, but I think we all fall prey to these moments where, let's just face it, you fall into that pity pot. And, I think you really have to catch yourself doing that, because there's many people, let's say, on a cold night. It's like your mother always told you, there's people starving in other countries. Well, newsflash, there are people starving in other countries, and there are people starving in this country. So, although you work late and you got out and it was dark and you got into a cold car, then you went home, at least you had a job, at least you had a car, and at least you had a home. So, when you put it that way, there are starving people in other countries and there are people sleeping on the street. So, I think this is when you need to appreciate, this is how I feel, to appreciate what I have. And, a lot of times to have whatever you have. Maybe you think it's not a big deal what you have. But, when your needs are met and, you do have a roof over your head and you are able to work, these are some things that some people don't have. Of course, a lot of you may have more than that. But just on the very basic level, even walking around New York the other night, and I saw these people in the street, and I was just like, good God almighty. I just didn't have my gloves, and that was an issue. So, you really don't know, what other people are going through. It's like the saying, like, if you walk a mile in someone's shoes, maybe you could understand what they're going through. So, the whole point of this is that, when you feel yourself feeling sorry for yourself, really think about it. You may feel totally justified on certain topics. And, that'll bring you further into the pot. But if you just try to appreciate what you have. And if things really aren't going the way you think they should be going, there might be another plan for you. Maybe someone takes someone out of your life or a certain job out of your life because maybe you're getting ready for another one. There is change leading you on to other avenues, and I just think you have to really keep your eyes and ears open and see what's coming around the bend. So that's my thought for the day, and I hope everybody has a good night. And wherever you are, if you're not in this cold climate, good for you if you're in Miami. God bless you all and have a wonderful evening. This is Stephanie at My Love Notes, Love Lyrics in the Lord arcing above all, really, watching over you. And have a wonderful evening. God bless.